Hello friends, welcome to NCERT Audiobook for easy learning. Today I have something very special for you, an inspirational story in English about one of the greatest leaders in the world, Abraham Lincoln. This is not only a history story, it is a moral story in English with life lessons. It is told in simple English, so you can use it for English listening practice, English speaking practice, and also as a motivational English story for students. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this long English story with moral values. Abraham Lincoln was born in 1809 in a small wooden cabin in Kentucky, USA. His family was very poor. His father worked as a farmer and his mother took care of the home. Life was tough. They did not have money for luxuries, not even for proper books. But young Abraham loved to learn. Whenever he found a book, he would keep it safely, read it, and then copy entire paragraphs into his notebook to remember them. Sometimes he even borrowed books from neighbors. Once he borrowed a book about George Washington. Accidentally, the book got wet in the rain. Abraham went to the owner and said, "Sir, I'm very sorry. I spoiled your book. Please allow me to work in your fields to repay the cost." The man was surprised. He had never seen such an honest and responsible young man. Abraham worked several days to pay for that book. As a teenager, Abraham was very tall and strong. He worked on farms, cut wood, and helped his family. People used to call him a log splitter because he could cut big trees into logs quickly. But what made him different was his attitude. Whenever he worked, he did it sincerely, with full energy and honesty. Friends, this shows that even small jobs, when done with honesty, create big character. This is another moral story in English for students. Later, Abraham worked in a small shop. One evening, after closing the shop, he found he had taken a few extra cents from a customer. Most people would have ignored it, but not Abraham. He walked miles during the night to return the money. The customer was shocked and asked, "Why did you walk so far for such a small amount?" Lincoln smiled and replied, "Because it was not mine. Honesty is not about big money or small money. Honesty is about truth." From that day, people started calling him Honest Abe. This is a classic moral story in English about honesty. Abraham wanted to study law, but he could not go to a university. So he taught himself. He borrowed law books, studied late in the night, and practiced speaking in front of mirrors and trees. Yes, he literally stood in front of a mirror, speaking loudly as if he were addressing a crowd. People laughed at him, but he kept practicing. This part of his life shows us that learning English, learning skills, or any subject is possible with practice and dedication. It is a motivational story for students learning English. You don't need the best school, you just need passion. Friends, here comes a very important part of this motivational story in English. Abraham Lincoln failed many times in his life. He lost his job. He lost many elections. He failed in business. He faced poverty. He lost the woman he loved. He had to fight sadness and depression. But every time he failed, he stood up again. Imagine someone failing in elections again and again, but still continuing. Most of us would give up after one or two failures. But Lincoln never gave up. Finally, in 1861, he became the 16th President of the United States. This is a true success story in English with moral values. As president, Lincoln faced the American Civil War. The country was divided. Many people wanted to keep slavery. But Lincoln believed in equality. He said, "Those who deny freedom to others deserve it not for themselves." He worked with courage and finally ended slavery. This was one of the greatest achievements in human history. When he became a lawyer, people noticed that Lincoln never cheated his clients. If he felt his client was wrong, he would say, "I can't fight this case because I know you are not honest." Once, as president, Lincoln saw a young soldier crying. The soldier was going to be punished for sleeping during duty. Lincoln found out that a boy had walked many miles to visit his sick mother and fell asleep out of exhaustion. Instead of punishment, Lincoln forgave him. Even after becoming a president, Lincoln used to meet common people, shake hands with workers, and listen to their problems. He never let pride control him. So friends, what do we learn from this inspirational story of Abraham Lincoln? Be honest. Even a small lie can destroy trust. Never stop learning. Education can change your future. Do not fear failure. Failure is just another step towards success. Serve others. True leadership means serving people with kindness. Stay humble. No matter how high you rise, stay grounded. Friends, Abraham Lincoln's story is more than history. It is a life-changing inspirational story that we can all learn from. Next time you feel like giving up, remember the boy who studied by firelight, who returned small coins at night, who failed many times, but finally became one of the greatest leaders in the world. I hope you enjoyed this story. Please like, share and subscribe to NCERT Audiobook for easy learning. This will help others who want to listen to motivational stories in English, English listening practice stories, and English model stories for students. Thank you for listening. See you in the next video.